Here we're doing 3 screens on the face and then 1 fixed screen over there. The first thing I always come across or look at here is this trim at the bottom. Trim right here. We have 1-inch trim right here all the way. We have a different trim over here. It's all uneven. This is a little less than 1. All this uneven trim, it's hard to kind of play. To put it in better terms, you need a flat face all the way across this unit to put a unit here. We need flat for the track, we need flat for the housing, all the way across. So what I do here is I measure from this part and this back part all the way. So we have 1 3/4 inches. Now you gotta remember, you need 2 inches for your track. So 1 3/4 inches, my next 2 inches is gonna be out to a 2x4. So that 2x4 is gonna sit up in here. And what we can do is we can cut around all this to sit even in here. So everything's sealed up all the way across. Now the reason we're putting it out here is because it's an outside above header mount. So like I said down there, we need our 2x2 along that post, 2x2 up here, and then that 2 inches is gonna stick out, but that 4 inches is gonna be able to suffice for this inch, and then this other 1 3/4 inches that sticks out. And then that 2 inches is gonna be for our track coming down. So all the way is gonna be our track and unit, and all this extra is gonna be to play with this and to be able to get around this and seal it properly. So when we take our measurements, I'm gonna take my measurement from right here, because that's where our unit's gonna sit. Can't go any farther. If the unit goes any farther, the screen won't be able to come down. So what we gotta do is take our measurement from right here, all the way across. That's gonna be the end of our screen right there. The rest of this is gonna be filled with the powder coated aluminum build out that we use. So that's gonna run all the way down so everything's flush and everything's sealed out properly. Right over here. So this one is gonna be 119 3/4. All right, so we should take 1 measurement for that. We could take 2, 119 3/4. So this is gonna be a trapped unit on this side. So this is trapped, and this is not trapped because we're gonna add the 2.5 on this side. So we have 119 3/4. So we're gonna add 2.5 to this number right here. So it's gonna be 122 1/4. That is gonna be our final from right here all the way over to this part right here. And that is gonna be our unit. So everything is out 2 inches. And the only thing with the 2x4 is that it's just gonna be notched around all this. So we'll have a flat, even surface all the way around. All right, so this is our 2x2 square, and this is our 5-inch housing that we're gonna use here. Now, always watch out when we're sending this to electrical of how close is this gonna become. We have our 2 inches right here, and we have our 5-inch housing. Now, it'll technically work, but it's a little bit too close to what we want given with our housing and our outlet box. So what we always want to do with these outlets is at least make them, depending on your build out, you always want to make them at least, I want to say 9 inches, 8 to 9 inches out, just due to the fact that if we have it to change to a 7-inch housing and we still need our 2x2, we'll still be able to have that 9-inch. This is about 6.5, 7 inches, or 6.5, 6 3/4. So we have enough room with our slope of the wall, but it's always got to watch out for our boxes and what we're sending to electrical.